All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. The purpose of today's gathering is to count or tally the votes regarding the Personnel Commission election for the Victor Valley Union High School District. My name is Ramiro Rubalcaba. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, and it was my duty to, as a superintendent's designee, to support and oversee this process. I want to thank a few people before we get started that always make these events happen. Dave Bertelsen and Chris Riley for setting up IT and making this meeting possible. Our certificated principals and assistant principals and other administrators of the district who spent the day today at their sites, allowing for this opportunity for classified service members to vote what they wanted to vote. I'd like to introduce, starting off by introducing the tabulation committee. It is required by law that we have a tabulation committee. And I'll start off with Board of Trustees member Caleb Castaneda, who's Vice President for the Board of Trustees. We have Arnold Rocha, Personnel Commission Vice President, and member of the Classified Service. We have Stephanie Felix, also a CSCA member. We had 4 polling locations: Adelanto High School, Lakeview Leadership Academy, Silverado High School, and Victor Valley High School. The polling took place today, January 18th, 2022, from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're going to initiate the tally at this moment. We will be streaming this live the entire time. I apologize if I have my back to you at some moment in time, but want to make sure that we support the committee members. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start one box at a time, and we're going to start with the first one in alphabetical order, Adelanto High School. I'm going to ask that the committee members inspect the box and certify that it hasn't been tampered with. It started off with a red tape where each principal certified that it was empty, and only the principals were allowed to remove the tape. And after they removed the tape, they initiated the polling process at 7 a.m. So just want to verify, committee members, did you inspect the box and validate that it was not tampered with? Yes. Okay, great. So now I'm going to ask the first committee member here to go ahead and remove the tape. And I know that might be a little bit challenging, duct tape. But do the best you can. Okay, perfect. If it's okay with you, Jerry, why don't you do it, Jerry, if you don't mind, just step aside so she can do that. And just for the public to know, he is a private security guard. I want to thank Blue Knight for their services. That is why he happens to have a weapon on him, but it is permissible for this purpose. Usually those are not allowed on campus, unless you're security officer or police officer. But I'm glad you do have it, because that's the first seal. All right, I think that should do it. Go ahead and open it. I hope. Boy, we really sealed it. Okay, great. Wonderful. All right, so let's see if we have the sign-in sheet. Sign-in sheet in there? This is Adelanto High School, correct? Yes. All right, we do not have a sign-in sheet for Adelanto High School. So let's see if it was in the envelope that Mrs. Purcell put. There it is. There it is. Is that the sign-in sheet? Okay, perfect. All right, let's pass it to the committee members. And what we're going to ask you to do is count the votes. And then on your notepad, check the number of votes should match the number of ballots. Should have some background music, huh? Jazz or something.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Bruno.
Now, will they do their counting? Linda, if you can scroll down just a little bit, and I'll do some explaining for those present. The total number of the eligible members of the classified service includes all classified management, classified employees, and confidential employees. The total number of eligible members of the classified service as of January 18th, 2022 is 511. A total of 50% plus one vote of all eligible members of the classified service must have casted a yes vote, which is 257 votes, for the merit system to be terminated. Those who do not vote are considered a no vote. So it's not just those who voted, it's the total number, 511. For odd numbers such as 511, which happens to be 50%, is 256.5. However, you cannot have a 0.5. So the number must be rounded up to meet the 50% threshold, because 255 of 511 is actually 49, and you can read the rest. It's 49%. So the total number of yes votes needed for the Personnel Commission to be terminated is 257.
Dr. R,
Yes.
the note is wrong. It's 255.
I'm sorry, 255. Let me double check. All right, let's go ahead and thank you for checking that. 511
257.
is 255.5. Can you change that, Lindsay? So that was the wrong number on top. So 255, so 256 is the number that's needed. So plus one is 257. So it was a little typo on the top number, but the final number is the correct number of 257. Thank you, Nancy.
Weren't you an English teacher, Nancy?
I was a math major first,
Oh, okay.
What it was is
and I decided I didn't want to teach math my whole life, so I changed to English. Now you know.
we started with one number, and through our verification process, it went down one.
I have 42.
42.
42.
Okay, great. So we have 42 votes. We're going to put this, now what we're going to do is we'll start off one at a time. So we've assigned, I'm going to put this back in the box. We've assigned each committee member a task. First one is going to number, second is going to stamp, third one is going to put in the envelope. However, each committee member will count every single vote and tabulate it. So vote number one, you're going to inspect it, and you're going to decide, is that a yes vote or a no vote? And you can put a simple check, an X, whatever you prefer, to indicate it's a yes or a no vote. Any questions, committee members? Okay, let's go ahead and start with the first one until we empty the box.
Is it possible to count out loud?
Uh,
The
sh-
first one? I don't know.
Sure, so why don't we hold on a second? So go ahead and stop for just a second, so they want to hear out loud.
Okay.
So the first
Am I
one,
going to be the one, or you want all three of us to say it? or-
no, each one has to say it. So the first one,
First one was yes.
Yes.
and then stamp it. And the reason why we're stamping,
Anywhere?
anywhere is fine, right there in the, yeah, that's good, right there next to the number.
Yes.
Okay, the reason why we're stamping and numbering, in case there's a discrepancy, we can refer to it. And the stamp is so that no ballot is counted twice. Go ahead.
Am I saying the number of it, or just saying?
You can just say that what it is.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Stamp it.
Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 Thank you.
Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 Okay, so that completes the first box. Committee members, if you can just verify it's empty. Okay,
Okay.
there are none on the floor anywhere. How many, if you can please count your votes for the first box? We want to make sure it matches. Put this back in the box.
You just want gross amount?
To start, gross amount.
I have 35 yes, 7 no's.
Okay, so your total number,
42.
okay?
If you just want gross
No,
40,
go ahead, you can do both. Right,
I have 7 no and 35 yes.
okay, so total of 42.
42.
Okay, Mr. Castaneda?
I have 35 yes and 7 no.
So do we have agreement that all of you have reached the same conclusion for the first box?
Yes.
Okay, can you please update? That was 35 yes and 7 no's for a total of 42, and we've reached agreement. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and, Linda, do we seal this box or not yet?
No, because all the ballots were down.
Yeah, that's right, we'll have,
Can I straighten these up or no?
I'm sorry, no, you keep the same, it's the same envelope. I'm gonna put this box here completed on this side. And Mr. Placencia, if you don't mind. There, you guys good? You need a water break?
I think I'm okay.
Okay, so first, we're gonna inspect the box. This is box number 2 from Lakeview Leadership Academy. I'm gonna give it to the committee members. Inspected, same process was followed. Red tape was removed only by the principal and then sealed by the principal. Do all the committee members agree it's not been tampered with?
Yes.
Great. Mr. Leda? Yes. Okay. Mr. Placencia, if you don't mind, helping us again, put your handy tool there. Not a weapon, it's a tool. Okay, that should do it. Is mine taking off the cover there? Okay.
There's no.
No sign-in sheet. You put it in the other box. That's okay. Let's grab the other box, please, Lindy. For Lakeview. There it is. Good. Going to pass the sign-in sheet to each committee member. You're going to do the same process. You're going to count it, and then we're going to compare it to the votes. Votes right here next to you.
This isn't one, right? There's no signature, just has the,
Okay, go ahead and finish doing your count.
without it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's your decision to determine whether that's a signature. I agree with you that it doesn't look like signature, but that's for the committee to decide.
Well, I mean, how would we, because we don't know what the vote is, so if,
Yeah, so that's why you have this two-step process. So step one, count the number of people who signed in. Step two is we count the ballots, and there should be alignment. So I'm going to hand it over to the other committee members to make a determination, what you think. And then when we get the ballots, then we can verify. All right, making a note of on your paper there, you do the same process, Mr. Rocha. Write your number down, pass it over to Mr. Castaneda.
if 42 without counting the one and 43 with.
42.
42, possibly 43.
Okay, so there was a question as to, it looked like somebody started grid and then they made the correction above it. So right now, 42, 42, 42, let's see what the ballots are. We're gonna start the same process, okay? You're gonna pick up on the number you left off.
Okay,
So you just go to the next numerical number.
43. Okay, you got
So
it.
we'll start there. There you go.
Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 Did I number that right?
Wait a minute.
Did I number-
Yeah.
Did I number right? No.
No, it's
Should be 67, huh?
correct.
Thank you.
Number 67, yes.
Good catch. Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 Go ahead and count how many total votes, what your yeses and your nos were. I want to show you the box real quick. Sorry, I apologize. It's
Okay.
completely empty and there's nothing around it. And I'm placing the list back in the box. I'm going to use it as a table. Okay, what is your total vote?
I had a total of 42, 4 no's, 38 yes.
Okay,
38 yes, 4 no's, 42.
Mr. Castaneda,
38 yes, 4 no, 42 total.
do we have consensus?
That's
Did
Yes.
you write that down, please, Lindy, on the sheet? You guys need to take a break?
Could I just drink some water?
Yeah, of course. Of course. And we have water there for you. If you do need a restroom break, please let us know. We would pause The next boxes, we anticipate larger numbers. So just keep that in mind. They're the comprehensive sites. And let me know when you're ready. Ready? Mr. Placencia, if you don't mind. Oh, sorry, one more time.
Verify.
Verify. This is the box for Silverado High School. Okay, do you guys agree that it has been sealed and not tampered with? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I know. All right, so we have a voided ballot. We have a sign-in sheet. Yes, we had a voided ballot. Let's start off with the county, then we'll go to the voided ballot, and then we'll start the tallying.
Can you run as fast as you?
I'm pretty fast. Well, I'm pretty. I got a head start.
You have a suit on,
See that? It's hot.
103 degrees.
That's true. These are pickles. Pretty light. And even some technical ones. These are good. Yeah. 255.
Yep.
Andy, can you have room to calculate again? Or just finish it? And you can read the sheet here, because I've never used one of those before.
It's faster.
You have your totals?
99?
99.
99.
Okay, great. So I'd like to pass, there's one voted ballot. We'll pass it to you, you guys can each just take a look at it.
So this would be number 100, right?
Say that again?
This would be number 100.
That is correct.
Number it to void it out?
We voided it out.
I don't need to notate that on.
Now, do we have
Should
to?
I number
No,
it,
but-
or-
But do we number, let's think about that for just a second. Because we don't want it as a part of the total count. We're just agreeing that it's
It's voided? Okay.
voided.
And we can put it in this envelope.
Right. Yeah, so we don't want it numbered out.
I'm just going to keep it in this envelope for now, because if we have more voided ballots.
Yeah, so now the next step is we would now count the ballots again, and you should have 99.
Okay.
What's enough for you? Does that work?
Yeah, thank you. Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
I missed the mark.
Say that again?
I did not mark. I just stamped.
Okay, let's try that again. That's okay. Let's make sure we get the ballot.
number 85.
85.
Yeah, number 85.
Here it is. I just happened to drink water when that happened. It's okay, good catch.
I know, that's what I said before.
Yes, 85.
Okay,
And I already
Yes.
marked it.
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
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 Yes.
Yes.
no,
No.
No.
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 I'm gonna count your votes. Okay, how many, I'm sorry.
A total of 99 votes, 6 noes, 93 yes.
Mr. Rocha?
93 yes, 6 no.
Pineda?
93 yes, 6 no.
Okay, just want to verify, the box is empty. And there are no ballots on the floor. Let's document that, please, 93, 6, for a total of 99. I
Six.
believe it was 6.
Sorry,
All right,
I'm tired.
now we've got the drum line.
Dr. Earl's got the music here.
Yes, we do.
I need to wake me up.
I'm gonna put the list back in the box. Do you need a break, a water break, restroom break, anything?
I need a picture.
You need a break? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna ask Blue Knight Security to just keep an eye on this box. Committee members, if you'd like to take a break, okay, now's a good time.
Like a 5 minute or?
Yeah, probably take like about 5 minute break.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the last one here. We're gonna take a watch, and I'm gonna take a quick restroom break myself. Okay, we're back from our break. We have one more box to go, and we're gonna do the same process. I have you inspect the box that it's correctly sealed. Principal happens to be here, she can also verify. Okay, you guys all in agreement?
Looks good to me.
Yes.
Perfect. The placencia, last one?
I also saw her seal it up. Tear a piece off, or should I just fold it back?
Really good pick.
All right. Yeah, so let's do this.
Yeah, the list is in there. We can go ahead and get started with the list. There were no void ballots at Boy, that's that. That's it. Your total count?
159.
159.
159.
Okay. So now we're going to continue the same process of
Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Yes?
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 Yes.
Yes.
No?
No.
No.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
No?
No.
No.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
No?
No.
No.
No?
No.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
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 No,
No.
No.
no,
No.
No.
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
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 no,
No.
No.
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
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 no,
No.
No.
no,
No.
No.
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
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 Yes.
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 No.
No.
No. We done?
Almost. Go ahead and do, I'm sorry, yes, go ahead and do your totals. Totals and yes and no for this part. Do you guys have your totals or not yet? Okay, go ahead.
A total of 159, 22 noes, 137 yes.
137 yes, 22 no's.
137 yes, 22 no.
Please update the table there. Now I'm gonna ask the committee to add a cross, all the yeses, all the nos, and get a grand total, please.
303 yes, 39 noes.
Give me just 1 second. And then just do the bottom, Lindy, yeah. 159, okay. Just want to verify the box is empty. There are no ballots left.
That is correct.
Okay. There are no ballots on the floor. All right, please total across. Go ahead, Stephanie, I'm sorry.
Okay. 303 yes, 39 noes.
Okay. the document.
Mr. Castaneda.
Yeah, we'll wait for that.
303 yes, 39 no's.
Okay,
303 yes, 39 no.
and can you reach, say that again?
342.
We have 342 votes. Can you reach consensus on those numbers? 303 yes, 39 votes for a grand total of 342 votes cast?
Yes,
Okay. Lenny, would you please pass, we are passing to you 2 certification sheets. One of those certification sheets will go in the results envelope, which will be sealed. The second certification sheet is the same, exact same copy, will go to me, and then that will be shared with the board at the next board meeting on Thursday, January 20th, at the regularly scheduled board meeting.
So do I write in 303 and 39 right here?
There are 2 sheets to do. And then all of the sign.
I believe the sign-in sheet will be 12.
Because it's going to go with the ballot and
Okay.
that's going to be
Go
sealed.
ahead. 1,
Do you want us to put a total on top of these?
no, the certification is,
Okay, good, okay.
Ballot sheets.
okay.
Dr. Wacali, do you want us to tally the ballots?
No, that's okay. We're going to keep everything in the sealed envelopes. Certification of the results here is sufficient. All right, we're going to place everything in total. You mind putting that in there, along with one of these? Okay. So the next thing is just to decide, the committee, decide how you would like to present these at the next board meeting. You can have one of you present it, all 3 of you present it, whatever your preference is. The committee has a responsibility to present the results at the next meeting. You're going to be there.
I'm definitely going to be there, but I don't think I would be the appropriate person.
I'll be happy to present it.
I'll present, yeah.
Okay,
that's
and you guys
fine.
can all do it together. You can share with the board the process. You guys are all certifying that in fact, the number of votes cast match the sign-in sheets and what was in the box. You guys all certified each ballot with the exception of 1 void, and you will share with the board the totals, and then the board will take that information and take action from there. Okay? I want to thank the committee for its time. We're going to take careful time right now to quickly seal. The certification sheet is in there. All sign-in sheets are in there.
Tally
And
sheets.
the tally sheets, going to make sure we have the tally sheets in there. You want to know in the notes as well?
I signed mine.
No, that's fine.
That's fine. It's in a sealed envelope. Nobody looks at this.
Okay.
I guarantee that.
Just gonna, okay. So all of the tally sheets along with the notes and the certification of results along with all of the ballots are in this envelope, which will be sealed and housed in human resources.
And you guys will also sign and seal.
Papers? Yeah. While Lindy does that, I do want to thank the committee for its time. I know this was a tedious task. I also want to thank my assistant, who without her help, I could never do anything that I do in the district. So thank you, Lindy. And in just a moment, we're going to have you sign off on this seal as a documentation of what occurred this evening.
Sign on the page?
Or now make it go
That's
down on the,
cross,
make
all the way
it
across.
across.
There we go. Pass it on. Sir. One more. All right, that that concludes the tabulation. Once again, thank you to the committee. Thank you for those of you who are present and those of you online. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.